Hey guys, how y'all doing? I had to go into a town called Caroline, Alberta. And I guess apparently so far, I've traveled 1/3 north on the number 40 through Alberta. And I still got quite a few miles to go. So I'll probably go through half of Alberta on the Forestry Trunk Road, the number 40. But I got my tire fixed. There's a pretty big hole in it. I didn't get it put on just yet, because I'll put that on. But there's a pretty big hole in it, and it was right at the point of maybe not getting repaired. But I told him just to repair it. We put a big patch on it, and it should be okay. Like it was fair size, but it was kind of like at that teetering point there, and it was in the center of the tread, so it wasn't too bad. I'm back in the back country again here, right close to the mountains there. I'm in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, and I'm right by a river here. I wanted to see if I could camp over here, but I got a bunch of mud in that, and I don't want to take the chance on going through it. I didn't leave Caroline for, well, I think I was there for about 3 hours. But gonna head on down the road here. I'm gonna check, see if I can get a place somewhere by the river here that isn't so muddy. But I'm starting to go uphill now, so I'm not too sure. But we're gonna check it out. So let's go down the road. Okay, I found a spot here. Let's see where I'm at. But got a fire pit. There's a couple other fire pits, so this is a place where people come quite often. And I can see why, you know, it's a really nice place right beside the river. Then it goes down that way. But I'm right next to it with my tire I got to put on. But I'll put that on, say tomorrow. Yeah, if it's not raining. But I just hopped out of the van there. It's been raining right now. Actually, I'm underneath the tree. It's still raining a tiny bit, but not too much. But it slowed down. Actually, mosquitoes are out now. But it slowed down quite a bit compared to what it was. But I got a few things I got to try to do tomorrow if it's not raining. When I was in town today, I picked up a couple hoses to hook up to that drainage in the cowling where my wipers and that are, so it's not dripping on my air filter. But if it's not raining, I'll do that tomorrow. If the ground's dry, I'll put my tire on tomorrow, my wheel. Get that spare off because I'm running with one smaller tire now. So get that changed up tomorrow. Get a few other things done. I got a tire repair kit today. Just put in storage just in case something happens and I'm able to actually patch it or plug it. So I'll got that. So I just bought a plug kit where if you get a nail or something like that, you're able to plug it, and you just put the plug in instead of using a patch. And I can still, even if it's possible, keep the tire or keep the wheel and everything right on the vehicle. But for emergency use. So I'm just going to end up I'm just going to make something to eat here. I'm going to do some editing and probably call it a night. But why don't you guys follow along, and we'll talk to you shortly here. Well, I had to get out of the van a tiny bit. Stopped raining. Well, it didn't stop raining, but it slowed down. Just had to do some stretching here. Just finishing up some editing. Actually, not finishing it. Finished for the night anyway. But I'm getting ready to call it a night, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everyone. We got a cloudy morning. The sun's out, well, once in a while, but we got a lot of clouds in the sky. The sun comes out every once in a while, but it's still a beautiful spot. I'm working on the van this morning here. Let me show you what I did here last night, just temporarily, and what I'm going to fix. Okay, last night, where's hoses? I got these hoses. I got 3/4 inch OD. where if you look at this right there, right here, well, over top of my cowling, these are drain holes. And this here is my air filter. Well, this drain hole leaks right on here, and it goes into the edge here where my air filter is. Over on this side, I got this one on. You're probably not going to be able to see, but I got the hose running down there, and this is just another drain hole. That's what I'm going to do to the other side. Now, last night when it was raining, well, I got seams in here, and that's where they put it together. And there's screws. There's like a screw here. Then there's this edge right there. Well, when it's raining last night, this was all good, and I don't know if you could see, but it's all leaking onto this. I don't know exactly what that is, but on this side, this side right here, there's wiring. And then I got that big chunk of wire, and as you can see, it's wet here. Well, the water's, this is good, it's going past it, but the water's still leaking out of this edge, and it's screwed right here, and it comes down to here, onto those wires. And then the same thing with this. Down here, I can get past this with the hose, but it's leaking from here, and there's screws underneath here, and it's coming down from here as well, onto the top of here, and it's leaking down the side. Now I'm going to take this off. It's a brand new air filter in there. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to check, see how the air filter is, because coming down these dirt roads or these gravel roads, a lot of dust. And if that filter is wet inside, well, that dust is just going to stick to it, and you're not going to be able to clean it, and I'm going to have to buy another one. So I'm going to check that out there before I put this hose on. But what I got to do is somehow I got to seal this, but these hoses will help out a tiny bit. So I'm going to take this filter off, or this cover off the filter, and I'm going to check my filter out. Okay, well, I took the filter out. Here's the filter here. It's mostly dry. Most of it's dry. It is damp just a little bit. But this part here is all dry, but I got water in here. And it's sitting on top of it, yeah, see? It's all wet in there. I'm gonna have to dry all that out. But somehow I'm gonna have to try to keep that water off the top of that. And like I say, this hose that'll run from there down off to the side, that'll help out some, but it's not gonna help out everything. Still getting water in there. But I'm going to dry that out and put that air filter back in. Yeah, see, the top of this is wet. This down here, yeah, it's a little damp. Shit. What a system. Like, how they ever think of a system like this and keep things dry? Well, I'm going to dry that out and put that air filter back in. Okay, I got this back on. Got the cover to the air filter. I cleaned it all out and everything. I put this screw back in for my windshield washer, and I got this hose on. Now the hose is going to help out a lot because the drain hole is pretty big, so a lot of water came through here. Now I'm still going to have the water come through here and down off of that and through a screw down here, but I'll have to figure something out. I don't know, shit. It's not going to be the easiest thing, because when I changed it the first time there, it was bad. Like, it was dirty, it was soaking wet. There wasn't very much air going through there whatsoever. And if anybody with the Ford Transit is finding some electrical problems, I'd go there and down to those connections right there first, because they get soaked. They get just drenched with water. So I'm just gonna clean up here. Maybe make one more coffee for the road. But like I said before, I got a few things I got to settle in Edmonton. There's a couple things I got to pick up. I have my rotors there. I got 2 sets of rotors for the front, or set for the front and a set for the back. I got to pick up. But I'm just going to straighten up here, guys. I'm going to say goodbye to this place, and we'll head on down the road. We'll see what else we can find here. Okay, so I'm back on the highway here again. I'm off the dirt road. I'm on the number 11, Highway 11, and I'm heading east towards Rocky Mountain House, Alberta. And Rocky Mountain House is probably about 30-40 minutes, I'm guessing, west of Red Deer. But I'm gonna head into Rocky Mountain House. I'm gonna get some fuel, and then I'm gonna be heading my way to Edmonton. Like I said before, I got a few things to take care of. There's a couple people, or a few people I have to see before I take off. When I do take off, I'm going to be heading down to Calgary for a couple days to see my daughter. A buddy of mine might go out camping. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. Then that's still a few days away. But while I'm in Edmonton as well, I'm going to see if I could get my second COVID shot. I don't know if I can or not, but if I can't, I guess I'll get it in BC, because once I leave Calgary, after seeing my daughter, I'm going to be heading out west to BC. And then when I'm in BC, I'll get my truck certified. I got to get an out-of-province inspection on it and get my BC license. Okay, so I'm just going to head into Rocky Mountain House. I'm going to get some fuel. So remember, leave a comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see in the next video. As usual, my name's Darryl. This is Van Mountain Van Life. I don't know where I'm going next, but I hope to see you on the back roads.